Okay, hey guys, Mystic Frost here, and here we go for episode 3 of playing the new Vrains world. So we have enough gems for 200 for 5 packs, I believe. So we're going to go for our third copy of Silent Mining. We've only got 24 packs left in the box, so hopefully we can pull it here, and then that's it, we can start saving our gems. So we'll just skip this, and no, we didn't pull it. Shit. Okay. So we've still got to keep going back in there. That's not a problem. So we need to do 2 more links. What's that? We're still on this weird Salamangrate deck that I built to do the Heat Leo challenge in the last episode. So I'm just going to auto duel with it. Hopefully the AI knows how to use it better than I do. If this works out and we can tick off the 2 links, great, we'll go back to our pendulum deck and go from there. Wow, okay, our opponent is not fucking around there, are they? Jesus. Okay, clearly this deck, even auto-dueling, is... Wow, okay, cool. Not a problem. We will just get slapped around a bit more with it. Yeah, you look proud of yourself. Okay. So I'm going to take this to the gate then. I'm just going to duel him at level 10, get our 2 links done, and then go back to the pendulum deck to auto duel grind. Because we are on duel level 4, we get a new character at duel level 6. So duel level 10 is where we are aiming for, because at duel level 10 we get the main man himself, we get Playmaker, and I'm assuming it's going to be his level ups and his character grinds. That's going to make the decode deck a little bit better. So here we will play Salamangrate Circle, we'll add a card to our hand. Where's that thing? There it is. Coyote. So we will normal summon Coyote, which will then trigger Foul in our hand to special summon itself. We will then link to Sunlight Wolf. What does Sunlight Wolf do? For a monster is normal special summon to a zone, this card points to. Except during damage step, you can add 1 fire monster from your graveyard to your hand, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot normal summon special summon monsters with the added monsters. No, okay, cool, we'll go Sunlight Wolf, why not? So we'll chuck Sunlight Wolf out. We'll equip the spell card to him, because why not? Salamangrate Claw doesn't power him up, okay. We'll swing into that, do the 800 damage. We will then turn. Coyote will activate to special summon Foul in defense mode, and then if we do it there, that will trigger Sunlight Wolf to add Coyote back to our hand. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Well, he's playing the UR for a spell, and he has decided to swing an attack. Okay, so let's play this. We will add a monster. Let's add Jack Jaguar. We will now normal summon Jack Jaguar, special summon Foul. We will now link summon Flame Administrator. Sunlight Wolf activate, giving us Jack Jaguar back, and then let's go do some damage. Not just damage, let's win the game. There we go. So that is our that should be our 5 links done now. We shall see. Yep, 5 links done. So now we've just got to win 6 more games, and then we are done with this part of the world, this level up board. So we'll go back to our grind deck. No, this isn't the most entertaining gameplay footage, but something that we all have to do. I'm brand new to YouTube. I've had the channel for a while, but barely ever uploaded to it. So I thought, well, why not? Because like I said, I enjoy watching this stuff. Not many people upload this part of it though. They'll upload box openings, they will upload PvP, but they don't upload just playing the game. And you know, when I'm poorly or I've got a couple hours to kill, just finding videos like this I find really fun. Like you look at Pokemon playthroughs, I think they're brilliant to sit and watch. So I thought, why not do the same? You know, we can leave stuff in the comments. Like I said, I'm recording a bunch of these back to back, so I may not be able to implement or change anything in the next episode. But like, if you've got any comments on how to make our Code Talker deck better at this stage, or like I said, any questions at all, leave them in the comments, and then we can have a look, and I will answer them in the next video. But the next video that gets uploaded afterwards. But yeah, so as you can see here, you know, he's doing his plays. Our deck's doing exactly what it should do. Pendulum summon, start clearing the field. He's on the defensive, which, yeah, I don't blame him. Oh, there you go. Look. If he activates the effect, yep, there we go. Pop 2 set cards, he gains 1,000. Cool, sure, not a problem. Kill his vermin, and then that's game. I do like his outfit. It's like coolest, like, let's say coolest. It's like a very cool superhero outfit our opponent had on there. So, and there's an SR ticket. I've already used the SU ticket in between that's a cool game, in between episodes. So let's have a look, see what we can get with that S ticket. Again, nothing new. They've not added any new cards to these, which is, again, a little disappointing. Like, they could have added some better stuff here, but they've chosen not to, so it is what it is. Let's just grab Silent Paladin then. As I was a little disappointed that I haven't added anything, but okay. The greatest of birds. Oh dear, what deck's this going to be then? If this is like Lunarlusk, Lunarlusk, is that it? I'm not going to be happy, so that's just wind infantry, so far nothing to worry about. That pendulum scale, but you know, special summon, normal summon, and then the field spells stopping him from activating the effects while my monsters attack. He really can't do much here, and then I can pop both his back rows, get rid of them, and that's that done. So I don't know what the greatest of birds deck is, but it did not last long, so we are good with that. I think we only need to do 4 more wins now, just let me double check that. 3 more wins, okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, sure. Three more wins and then we level up. Level the world up. Even, I'm assuming there's only going to be 30 levels, because other than the original dual world, there's only 30 levels on all the others. Which is a shame. Like, they keep upping some of the character levels, which is good. I'd like that because it's more gems and whatnot. But I'd love for them to go back to, like, say, GX and go, right, here you go, you can now level up your world from 30 to 40. Here's 10 more levels of quests to do. Because then, cause PvP is fun, but if for the casual common player who doesn't drop loads of money into the game, it's hard. It is very hard because your opponents, you get paired up against people who do put money in the game, have all these top tier decks running around, or have the counters to the decks that you've built, and you can't do nothing. There's nothing more you can really do. So you'll win 3, then lose 5. You'll win 1, then lose 2. You know, so you're always going forward a step and then back 2. So it is quite hard for casual players to enjoy PvP on a long-term basis. So I do feel that they need to start upping the world levels again to make it more fun for the casual player, to give them something to do other than, here's a character for you to grind, and that's it. Because when I was sitting there grinding like my last 10 characters, God, that got so boring so fast. But if I had world missions to do while I was grinding it, it'd be quite fun, I'd think. But that's just my opinion. What's your opinion? Drop it in the comments. Do you think for the older worlds now, like GX, like Dark Side Dimension, like even 5Ds, should they add another 5 or 10 world missions to those worlds? Because I would love to see that. So if we win this one, we can then level up the world and get our next set of missions. So I hope this is kind of showing off as well that Dynamist is really good for, you know, that casual just grinding of the characters, because you just auto duel. The computer knows how to play it because it's a very basic, very simple deck of, here, let's pendulum summon as quick as possible. Got 73 dual orbs to grind with, which is nice. Thankfully we don't need to use them yet. Okay, and we are on stage 5. Oh, we're unlocking someone at the gate. It would be Matey Boy who unlocks at stage 6, so it would be like defeat him in a duel or something for this stage. Will be one of the levels with Gore. I've never watched this, so I know he uses Dino Wrestlers and Goki, I believe. So I do. Yeah. Why can't I skip this? Honestly, who cares? Yeah, we get it. Right, why wasn't that skippable? Okay, so win one duel against Gore while playing Assault Burner. Summons Link 3 or higher Link monster 2 times. Summon 20 monsters. Inflict 25,000 more points of battle damage. Okay. So a lot of people would be very tempted to go straight to Gore here. However, that's not the correct thing to do. So what you want to do here is actually just play against the NPCs, and then you can go do your duel against Gore. Reason why you want to do it this way is because then while you're dueling Gore, you've got more chance of another NPC respawning if you need another one to respawn. And given the fact that we have to do so many... So I'm just trying to get this camera angle right. Given that you have to get so many battle damage done, there's a chance that you might need some to respawn. Just your 10 set won't be enough. Now that he's not using Life Twins this time, and we absolutely annihilated him. That's a shame he wasn't using Life Twins. I would have loved to have annihilated that deck. just get a bit of revenge. But anyhow, so we will go through, we will play some, because what I would do against the Gore deck, I will go back to our initial Cyberse Code Talker build, because I can get the level 3 Link 3 monsters out, both of them in one game. There, so therefore we can tick both of those two off in one sitting, and we can just focus on doing the wins and the battle damage and whatnot in these duels. Like so. So, but whenever I use this deck, the games don't tend to last past 2-3 turns, which is really, really good. Just let me double check, just make sure I am on the right thing here. Yeah, 25,000. Summon 20 monsters. We've done 8 out of 20 already due to the pendulum, so that's really good. And we'll do those two in one sitting. So yeah, we are on the right tracks here. Ah, Nick's made it from the other worlds. We like Nick. Whew. Sorry if I'm yawning still and a bit croaky. We've not been sleeping too well the last couple of nights. And yeah. And I don't want to talk too loud. My partner's in the next room watching telly, so I don't want to disturb her. She needs to rest as well. So she's resting, watching telly. She ain't been too well, bless her. She's had to have some time off work. So I'm letting her rest. So I don't want to be too loud, which is why I'm not coming across as woo, as I normally do on TikTok. If you're here from YouTube and you haven't seen any of the TikToks, go over there. That's I have a second Duel Links account, which is on my phone. I don't put any money into that account at all. I only put very little money into the laptop account, but on my phone account I put no money at all into it. Sure, we'll double those gems. And then I built a deck. We PvP on it. We just mess around, have some fun. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the TikTok, go for it. It's just at Mystic Frost 86. Check out those duels as well. Also, more cross-duel content will be coming up either today, which is the day of this world release, or it may not, because I may just spend today doing this. So I'm really struggling to get this camera angle right. That just looks really wonky to me. Well, it's probably just me, but still. Okay, there we go. Oh, and they sent the decode talker, so that'll be one of the level 3s done, so that'll make it even easier when we duel against Gore, or whatever his name is. So far, so good. Okay, we've actually done something here. Link 3 or higher Link monster 2. Oh, I must have done it in a different game as well then, which I just didn't realise. But sure, okay. So we've done that then. I'm at 19 out of 20. So very nice. Meteor Black Dragon. Oh. Do love good Meteor Black Dragon. Not as good as Black Skull Dragon, but still. It's quite funny because it's, even though it's got less attack and less defense, I believe it's actually a higher level. So didn't really think that one through, but he didn't even summon a single monster. That's a brick and a half, isn't it? That was a spectacular duel. It really wasn't. Okay, so here we will do all of that in one more game. So again, you can go straight to Gore here and tick it all off, but I do not want to waste the experience, so I'm going times 3 this duel and duel her. And that's what I'd always recommend for any people who don't chuck in money to get the vagabonds people to spawn all the time. Never upgrade your world until you've duelled everyone available. Don't waste that experience. If there's only one person there, you may think, can't bothered, but it's 500 points of experience, and that can make all the difference down the line. So always duel everything that you can before upgrading your world and it resetting. So for example, now I should have 1 or 2 NPCs left to do, but I'm going to go dual Gore, so then if they do respawn another one, then I can just do another times 3 and finish that off. So yeah, so I've got 2 left. So what I'll do here now is I will dual Gore. What can he actually drop? So Goki Thunder Ogre. Okay, so that's another one there, level 3s. Goki Finishing Move. Dino Wrestler, King T Rex. 2 Dino Wrestle monsters. Cool, okay. So nothing overly needed unless you want to play Goki. Like I said, I do think Goki and Dino Wrestlers are going to be the mini box, the first mini box that comes out, and you will get like the full deck core of one, if not both, in there. Kind of think of it when Harpy Ladies came out. You got everything you needed in that one mini box, apart from like tech card choices. But you could literally go into that box once and play Harpies. Well, go into it once. Yeah, you could just go into that one box, do 2-3 resets in it, get 2-3 copies of every card you need, and that's that. That's all you needed. So I'm going to show you the OTK you can do with this deck as well. And it is literally just getting that 2500 monster, Spinos, and any other 2. Does not matter what the other 2 are, as long as they're, of course, Dino Wrestlers. Dino Mess, sorry, just because we're talking about Dino Wrestlers. And then he has 2 effects. He can give up 1 monster, and he can attack directly this turn. And you can give up another monster, and he can attack twice this turn. So now he can attack directly with 2500. Ooh. I say here's the OTK, and then this fucker drops a hand trap to stop the OTK. But yeah, if they don't have hand traps or anything, that will have been the OTK. So Goki Ringtainer and Goki Osterstretcher, both new Goki cards. I don't know what I've summoned all of these for. I could have just gone to battle phase and won, but hell. Let's get a decent show of the power on the field, hey? Battlers. Okay. So now we'll just auto duel so we don't waste the experience, and then we will level up and figure out what we need to do to unlock him. Of course, there's going to be a cutscene here. So I'm glad you're still using your Goki deck. It's not the Gore without his Gokis. When you in Playmaker dueled against the Hanu, it was non-stop Goki. Granted, your Dino Wrestler deck was scary too, but the Gokis were the ones who saved Link Vrains. Enough with the history lesson. Playmaker's here, but you don't know where. Okay. Oh my god, you don't need that much talking. Like, you could have cut off the last 3 panels of that. For sure. So again, like I said, not going to do it straight away. Just thought I'd do all these so we don't waste that experience. Okay. That was extremely quick. Okay. Level 14 already. What's he cap at? 30. Okay. So now we will rank up the world. Stage 6. Gore's character unlock is available. So win 1 duel against Gore while playing with Soul Burner. Perform 2 special summons in 1 duel against Gore using Soul Burner. Perform 3 links. Okay. Achieve 1 win without using any level 5 or higher monsters. Achieve 1 no damage win in Duel World. Win with a duel assessment. With a duel assessment of at least 3,000. Win 9 duels. Okay. So the last couple of them I can do all while unlocking Gore. So I'm not overly worried about that. Here I will go for the duel assessment. I will use the items of Result Booster. Just to give us that little bit of an edge. So look, I can't seem to fit the whole screen on without it looking really wonky. Let's try moving the laptop a little bit. You know what? I think that will do. I think. We'll see how we go. Okay, so what I do here, hopefully this will get us our 3,000 dual point assessment. I do have the pendulum scale. That's good. Wow, okay. That's good, that's OTK. Well, FTK, first down kill. How's that giving us 3,000? Yeah, excellent. 4,800. Okay. Win 1 no damage. I wasn't worried about that one though. Because without any level 5 or higher, we can do that using our Kotoka deck against Gore, which we'll use, which will then also be the one that beat him with special summon more than twice there, and we can do 3 links in that one duel. So that's not an issue here. We just want to focus on racking up the wins. So, level 40. So we might lose this one. We'll see. Just tried to move the laptop a little bit and ended up shoving it across the table. Okay, we're just missing the very top of the screen, but I think we can live with that. Yeah, we can live with that. That's fine. Okay, so as we can see here, we're seeing how a Salamangreat / Fire deck works, and yeah, that's fine. I thought we might have lost to that because this is just a grinding deck at the end of the day, but is what it is. So those who charge. So today is Wednesday. What are you wonderful people doing on Wednesday? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you play the TCG. What decks do you run? I'd be very interested to know what you're playing. Maybe we could set up a duel against viewers or subscribers or something at some point if the channel takes off a little bit. Everything in the house has just gone deadly silent, so not sure what's going on in the living room. I'm currently sitting at the kitchen table. Okay. That is game. So I think we're already on 1, so we need to get 7 more wins, which is easy enough. So this will be win number 3. Gem Knights. So I started playing Duel Links in, I want to say 2016, but maybe it's a little bit later than that. And I kind of missed the whole Gem Knight hype, which is a shame because they do look like a really fun deck to play, but they just will not stand up against any form of modern decks these days, so there's no point building it or playing it unless you are going for the Gem Knight FTK, and then you have to be very, very lucky to get the cards you need. So that is a deck that when it works off you'll feel amazing, when it doesn't you're just going to lose. So we are now on 3 wins, 6 to go. Okay. I do love the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s I feel is very much like Duel Links in an anime, because they only have 3 monster zones, I believe, in that show. And I'd be quite interested to see how that would work when it comes to Duel Links, because they have those cards where it's like 3 cards make up 1 monster, and by summoning all 3, like the left part of it will make it immune to spell and traps, and the right part makes it immune to monster effects or powers it up or whatnot. And so I'd be very interested to see how those sort of cards will be implemented into a game like this. That's even if it's implemented, they may just release the world but not bring those types of cards in, just because you think there's still very much powerful cards which just have not been brought into the game because for one reason or another. Which I understand it's a different format, it's a different format altogether, but at the same point, like, they've missed opportunities of bringing in decks when they could be good. For example, Wind Witches. I love Wind Witches. I think they're fantastic. I think they're a great archetype. Power level medium at best. I think a Wind Witch deck would lose to a Harpy Lady deck, for example. And Wind Witches mainly run off synchros. They have a couple of XEs, but they mainly run off synchros and fusions. So I personally think we should have had Wind Witches a couple of boxes ago, Not the last mini box that came, but the mini box before that. I personally think that would have been a perfect time to have released the Wind Witches, because they all just special summon each other or help search, and then you go into your synchros and your fusions. And people will be like, oh no, yeah, it's too overpowered with the searching. And my argument to that is, look at heroes. Heroes search so much, and they add from deck to hand or graveyard to hand, and they recycle their monsters so much. It's not that powerful. It's good to search. It makes the deck consistent, and consistent is good, but they're not that powerful. And now, if they get released into Duel Links, say in the next mini box, which they won't, but say if they did, they will not see any impact on the PvP scene at all. So, which would then tell me that they're going to come in a main box somewhere as filler, and I think that's disgusting. Because they're just not going to be usable PvP wise. And I'm sure there's several other archetypes like that. I understand not bringing in certain Altergeist cards at this stage because they are so massively overpowered with their control deck, the way they control the deck and control the speed of play and whatnot. And yeah, that's not fun for anyone, so I understand that. But yeah, they have dropped the ball on bringing out certain monsters and certain archetypes. When their playability would have been actually decent. Well, for example, the Super Quantal stuff came out not so long ago. Doesn't see any competitive play whatsoever. It's pretty much a useless deck. We've got some decent tech cards in them, but that's literally it. There's nothing there of any real value. Right, before I duel him, I've got to swap decks over. We are going to not Salamangreat. Go away. We're going over to this. We're going to duel him without summoning any level 5, so even though we've got 3 in the deck, we're just not going to summon them. And then that would be job done, I believe. Just let me double check. Perform 3 links. So as long as I link summon 3 times, special summon twice, and beat him without using any level 5s, that'd be Gore and Knocked and this level world done. So we'll just do him on level 10 because there's no point wasting keys until at a point of wanting to grind for his cards. And given the cards he drops, he will be the last character I grind. Most probably be the same when I'm levelling up. I can't see wanting to level him up too much. So here we go, we'll activate Silent Mining, we'll ditch the level 6 since we cannot summon him. We will summon the Lady Debug. Lady Debug will activate. We'll grab Backup Secretary. We'll special summon Backup Secretary, so that's one of the special summons done already. We will now link 2. Link 2, where is he? Code Talker, there you are. We'll go Backup Secretary and we'll go Microcoder from hand. So that is 2 special summons done. We'll grab the pop. The pop is not going to be needed. We will now special summon this. We will now link 1. Might as well get Link Disciple out there, because now we will link 3. Just using our 3 link monsters. So that is our 3 links done. That is the 2 special summons. So all we've got to do now is beat him without using a level 5 or higher, which is easy enough. Especially when he's on level 10, because that's the level of skill that we come across. We will normal summon. I think if I just do that and pop the 500. Oh, he's got that stupid ostrich thing. Ostrich? Octopus. Yeah. That is now an ostrich. Oh, fantastic. Gotta love a good ostrich. Okay, there we go. That's him beat now. So that should be everything ticked and unlocked. And this is a good way of doing your resources of what you do have, because obviously I've played this game for a while. I've grinded so many keys and whatnot for the gate, but a lot of people wouldn't have. So if you can do all of these things in one go, then do it. It's going to be the most time efficient. It's going to save you the most resources, and then you're not going in to play the same guy over and over and over and over. You just can get in there and just get it all done. Okay, so that is got unlocked. The Gore, the main event go key. Okay, and I can bet you the mission 7 is going to be to win so many games using the Gore, because it normally is. So, achieve 1 quick victory in duels against Soulburner. Special summon 4 monsters in 1 duel. Achieve 1 win without using any spell or trap cards, and win 9. Okay, so there is no quick victories against the Gore. Win using the Gore. That will more than likely be coming up very soon. Most probably next level or 2. So. Okay. Quick duel against Soulburner will be interesting. I think that would be my pendulum deck at level 10, just to try that. Not sure. Here against Sunny. I didn't see what deck Sunny was using. Oh shit, I've gone in with this deck. Okay. We're against Spirit Charmer deck. Okay, cool. So you can flip that and take control of him, right? Oh yeah, well, of course I can activate the effect. That's cool. Okay, and that's game. I used the wrong deck and still won, so that's pretty interesting. Wasn't there something about using no spell traps? That's special for achieve 1 win without using spell traps. Sweet, okay, that's those 2 done. That's just win 9 then. So let's go to the pendulum deck. So because this has to be a quick victory, like I said, normally I would leave dueling the characters to the end until you've cleared all of these guys, so you don't waste. But this one character is not going to come back straight away, so I've got a little bit of time, so I'm going to try and do the quick victory now, because if I do that now, then that's great, that's ticked off. And if not, then I'm not wasting resources again, because you've got to win 9 duels. So either way, I'm going to win. It's just, am I going to get the quick victory? If I do, great, I go back, I face the NPCs. If I don't, I'll try again. And then I'm ticking off those 9 until I've got the quick victory. And then I can duel the other people at ×2, ×3 for the experience. So the fact he's got 0 monster, you can manage the card, tells me that I should get this quick victory here. Because there's your pendulum scale. There's your pendulum scale. And then pendulum, both of these, both of which have 2100. So as long as he's got nothing in his hand, which at level 10 I don't believe he should, this will be game and a quick victory. So quick victory you have to win by turn 4. And that's not your 4th turn, that's turn 4 in general. So when you have to do quick victories, you want to go second. So just because if you go first, you literally only have 1 turn of attacking to get it finished. So because if you go first, your turn 1, you set up your board, their turn 2, your turn 3, and you have to finish them then because they're turn 4. Whereas if you go second, they do what they're doing, you can clear their board, do some life point damage. Turn 3, they'll do what they're doing. Turn 4, you clear their board and finish off their life points. In this instance, I was very lucky and just was able just to do it on turn 2. So that's 2 out of the 9 wins done as well. So again, when we start racking down and only have 1 or 2 left, that's when we can up the amount to ×2 or ×3. Just again, so we're getting the most out of our resources. Ooh, these exceeds are something I've never seen before. Right, that's the only issue with auto duel. Just tells you everything. Sure. So the fact that these cards are programmed into the game is quite scary because I do not want Life Twin coming to this game anytime soon. Like I said, they are so ridiculously powerful. Even now in the TCG, they are splashed in with Sprite and it is just a nightmare. We have a guy at Locals who plays Sprite Life Twin and yeah, if I play against him, you can guarantee I'm losing. It is just ridiculous. Life Twin is so... It's not even a case of it's overpowered, it's just so resource heavy. You can play through smart or hand traps and just keep bloody going because they keep special summoning back or adding back, and it's just a fucking nightmare to play against. So if they bring that into Duel Links at this stage, that will be... It will not be a good decision. Because remember when Harpies was running around everywhere, and literally 9 out of 10 games you'll play against Harpies and they'll fucking OTK you. That will be the same thing with Life Twins, guaranteed. And nobody wants to go through that again. I like the formats when there's 3 or 4 decent decks with a couple others that can still compete, and it is a case of you just got to get a little bit more lucky because it just opens up the format. Like the last format was Heroes, Black Rose, and it's not Mech Knights. Could be Mech Knights, I can't remember. The fucking synchro stealing things from 5Ds from the guy from the future, Paradox and all that lot, but not the Malefics. And they were fuckers. I saw you'd come across those 3 in the KC Cup. And it was good fun. It was great fun. But again, I was part of the problem because I just played Black Rose. Right, we've got enough for 4 more packs. I'm going for 4 more packs. Because I like to do 5 packs at a time, but because we're on an odd number as it is. Are you kidding me? That's 4 more wasted packs. We've got 15 packs left and we've got 2 URs and 1 SR left. We've already got 2 Heat Leos. I don't think you'd ever want 3, but yeah. Ooh. Fantastic. Okay, so we keep going with the gem expenditure. So yeah, we'll do her. But yeah, so always be mindful of your resources on this game, because you can easily end up spending keys when you don't need to. And I know everyone who's got a lot of keys will think, oh, I've got loads of keys, it's fine. Because I've thought that multiple times in the past, and then I've been at the gate grinding for card drops or to level characters, and I've run out multiple times. I've run out of keys, and then it's been a real fucker to grind them back up. So always be mindful of your resources. If you can, duplicate your task missions to get them done at once, go for it. Even if that one game takes you 15 minutes and you could do it over, say, multiple games, I'd still say that one game is worth it, because then your resources are there to do the other bits. So that is, I cannot stress that enough. That is really, really important to do. So if you are watching and you take anything away from any of these videos, always be careful of your resources. This is the one thing I don't like about the auto duel here. They set him as the scale 3 pretty much every time. And that scale 3 has less attack points, and he has a much better on-field effect. So why the fuck you don't just use that as your scale and that as your monster is beyond me. But fuck those. But there you go. We won anyway. I think because it's level 4 and the computer's just programmed to run level 4s as much as possible. So how many more we've got left to do? So 7. Sorry, we've done 7. So it's a case of now of win 2 more. So we'll drop this to ×3. Now obviously this is always risky. I could say, for example, lose this game, beat the next one, and then I've done 8 out of 9 with no other NPCs. And at that point, I'll go duel at the gate. I'll go take on the level 10 one time just to get it done. Or for example, if you've got, say, win 40 duels, that's when I'd use my duel orbs to generate another 10 into duel. But then obviously at that point I won't be doing them at ×3 because of the amount of you would need to do. This episode is going to be coming up for a wrap soon. We're just past the 52-minute mark. So a couple more minutes and then we'll wrap this one up. Hopefully we will get this this world mission finished. We should do. See why it went to Deco Talker there, I'm not sure, but let's go. So there you go. So that's now 8 out of 9. That was on ×3. So we get a nice chunk of experience. Excellent. And then there's the last one. So we win this, and that is the next duel world unlocked. That will take us to stage 7, I want to say. I'm on stage 6 at the moment. No, well, I'm on stage 7. Oh shit, I can't remember. Can't remember if we're on 7. Yeah, we are on stage 7. Sorry, being an idiot. Yeah, so this will take us up to stage 8 then. So, there we go. With 9 duels done. That's another 50 gems, that's one more pack. And we are now on stage 8. So perform 3 link summons in 1 duel. Win 5 duels using the Gore. There you go. Summon Goki the Great Ogre 1 time while playing as the Gore. Inflict 38,000 more points of battle damage. And that is done. Right, so between episodes I will make the Gore's deck to summon Gokis. and then we will come back and see what we can do. So, to the next one. And again, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Thank you.